In this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about inner child work. So what do I mean by that? Well, basically, what I've found working with people over the years is that parts of us split for different reasons at different ages. In shamanic terms, you would call this soul loss, but basically in psychotherapy, we call this inner child work. But energetically, what I'm aware of, having worked with many clients, is that our energy splits, fragments for different reasons. So what happens? Well, you might be experiencing an upsetting, difficult situation or event at any age in your life. Very strong thoughts, very strong emotions about it. Maybe you physically wanted to get away but couldn't. So what happens and what can happen is your energy does split. A part of you does go away. Now, for individuals who experience abuse or trauma, this can be extreme, and the clients may also remember, i.e. being above the event. So some clients talk about, it's as if I was watching the event from above. It was as if I was watching the event from behind. So they actually do have a memory of floating out of their body and seeing what is happening to their physical body from a different perspective. This has also been recorded for some near-death experiences of individuals on an operating table. Maybe they had died and they leave their body and they are able to see their physical body on the operating table. So that's an extreme version of dissociation, of splitting. We can also split for when we have good memories, when we have good experiences. Now, I just want you to think of in a few moments as into when you had a holiday you enjoyed, you really had a good experience. Maybe you went abroad and then it comes the last day and you're needing to pack your bags to go home. And in actual fact, you want to stay, you want to have a longer week. Well, what I've found with clients is that some individuals actually split their energy fragments for good memories, that a part of them actually does stay in the resort and is still there in the hotel or still there on the sunbed, didn't want to come back to their life, to their routines, their difficulties, their issues. And so we can split for good memories as well. So when a client comes to me, they may know that they have a feeling of not belonging, or they have a feeling as if they're watching their life go by before them rather than feeling as if they're in their life. It could be that this issue of fragmentation or dissociation comes up during the session and it's not the client's main focus initially. But when we do discover these inner splits, it's a good idea to try and locate where they are, where they're stuck. They could be stuck in a good memory, as I say, of wanting the party to continue, wanting to stay with their loved ones, wanting to stay in a particular event that they experienced that made them feel happy and good. So the idea is we need to first of all identify where are these fragmented parts. Are they within the client? Have they hidden and become suppressed? Dissociated from the feelings and the memory or the event, hiding to get away? Or have they actually left? Are they somewhere else in the memory? So the energy is still in the memory of that particular abusive event or upsetting situation, or the happy memory. So our energy can leave our body as well as stay and hide somewhere within ourselves. So the idea is to identify where these parts are and then explore and do some dialogue work to discover why did they leave? What happened? What were they thinking and feeling at that time for that energy fragment to split? This is very important to understand why our energy fragments, because it could happen again. The part can leave if we're not clear about why it went in the first place. Then we work with helping bring that fragment back. If there's more than one, obviously we might need to do more than one session, but several parts can come back in one session. What will help those parts stay? What is it that they need the client to do today to help them feel safe about staying with them? What are the issues between the child part and the adult part today? So this is quite interesting and complex because we tend to think, oh well, it's part of our energy, so it should do and obey what I say. And it's not like that. These split off parts may have left you when you were 5 years old. They grow in a way independent of you, even though they're still part of you, still part of your energy. And they may have different thoughts to you, the adult today. And so we do have to explore what is their view, what are their thoughts, what are their feelings, because they may be very different to who you are today. They also may not like who you've become, what you're involved in. I had one case where the child part said, I don't want to come back. And when we explored why, what it was the client was stuck in a job they didn't really want to do, they weren't having fun, and they weren't enjoying their life. So of course, naturally, the child part is not going to want to come back. So what we had to do there was do some dialogue work about explaining that by being together, being whole, that all of them, both parts, could help that client change their life and move forward. Because that's the essential issue here, is if we are fragmented, if we are dissociated and not fully whole and fully present, you can't live the life that you truly wish to have because you're missing some of your energy that could be helping you move forward. So it's a process of integration of all these parts, the child parts of whatever age left you or whatever age is stuck in a particular memory, helping to heal any of the residues. So if there are splits and fragmentations related to abuse or mental or physical or sexual abuse, it's very important to help those split parts be healed and know that they are safe now and that abusive memory is still not happening today. So the memories get stuck in some sort of time loop where they repeat and repeat and repeat, very much like the karmic patterns or past life residues. They take on an energy of themselves, and so all the negative, upsetting feelings, emotions and thoughts keep on repeating and getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So in therapy, inner child work is very important work to help you enable your life to change, to be healed at a very deep level energetically within you. Sometimes there is work, there's homework to do between sessions, and this is really all about integrating those fragments, those split off parts of yourself, so that you have dialogue with those parts of you every day, so that child parts, the split off parts, know that you do love them, that you care about them, that you're interested in hearing their thoughts, their feelings. All about integration. So I hope that gives you an overview of inner child work, and I look forward to working with you.